welcome to Make It with Alice. This is your communications channel, and today we're going to talk about telling your story, why it matters. I'm going to outline step by step what your story should communicate, how to write it down, so that people can understand who you are and the messages that you're trying to communicate. You see on all of these job posts, content creators. Great. They're looking for a content creator. Got it. But they're also saying in the description, storytelling, narrative. Why are all of these job posts including storytelling, the ability to tell a story? Well, because we connect through storytelling. Now, I'm going to talk to you step by step how to write your story, okay? This involves a little bit of brainstorming, a little bit of interviewing, and a little bit of self-assessment. So let's get right into it. First of all, when you're thinking about your story, I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think what in your entire life truly mattered, number one, and number two, truly inspired you. Because from these 2 points, you're going to write from the heart. Because people connect with hearts. It's more empowering than here analytically, what you're going to say. So for me, it was always going to the Middle East as a journalist and being with people, connecting with a culture where I didn't speak the language and seeing the raw edges of humanity. Those moments defined my writing career because I was able to expose the emotions. I was able to understand human behavior, which helped me develop characters in my books, my novels over there. And it made me more introspective and observant, and it helped me understand who I am as a person. So that memory and another one growing up in communism and coming to New York City solidified my ability for gratitude and serving others. Like those memories that you have that truly made you feel alive, go to that moment and write from that space, that energy, that frequency. Because you're going to quickly get out of your head and into the heart. Storytelling is all about the heart, activating the heart, speaking from the heart, writing from the heart. That's the connection. That's how you make people cry. That's how you make people connect. And if you're telling your story, it's all about connection. So those are the 2 things you got to do before you even start writing. Bring yourself to that moment. Next, write bullet points. Not resume. This is not a resume. I did this, then this, then this. You write bullet points that defined your life. What events in your life shaped who you are? Because that's what people are going to connect with. Like, how'd you go to the Middle East? That's wild. Or you were a startup founder, or you write novels. Why do you write? How do you write a novel? So you write those bullet points of what defined your life. So if you're going to write an autobiography, you're not going to write it chronologically. I did this, then this, then this. You can, but the stronger autobiographies are based on some sort of theme or concept. So when you write those bullet points, you're trying to identify a theme. You're going to find that theme. And that theme is the emotional arc or the emotional spine or psychological spine of the written piece. Next, you are going to do another exercise and just write. Don't think about what you're going to write. As you're recalling these moments and these memories, just write. Write about them. You will see what you're writing about. And then you're going to cut that text. So basically, you're going to trim it down. And from these written pieces, you're going to have your story. Your story has to communicate couple of things. Number one, it has to communicate relatability. It has to stick, meaning it has to be emotional and not on it's just how we're going to connect to the story. So we connect with emotions. It needs to teach us a lesson. So why are we writing it? Why does somebody want to read it? Like there has to be a lesson. The emotional arc is something like a hero's journey. Like the hero goes into the world, finds the prize, comes back home, and the community and the person is transformed. That's how we binge on stories. It has to have some sort of lesson. So As you're writing your story, your narrative, think about all these points and how it has shaped you. Get into the state of your heart, get into that state of inspiration, because that's the first step to connection. Not, oh my God, I gotta write a story. I did this, I did this, I did this. It's not linear. Your story's never linear. It should have a structure, a beginning, a middle, and an end. It should communicate who you are. It should communicate the challenge you overcame, and it should communicate what lessons you learned. And it should communicate who you are, because you're going to attract those people that are just like you. So the final piece of advice is think about who you're writing this for. Are you writing this for your kids, your clients? Who should resonate with this story? Because that's your audience. And from there, you can speak on stage, sell your products, build your business, because it all comes down to the story. That's the cornerstone, the emotional cornerstone of anything that you do. It is the foundation, it is the baseline, it is from which everything else sprouts like a big tree. Okay? The story is the trunk, the roots, then the trunk, then the branches. Think of it that way. Hopefully you found it useful, and we end each episode with do the best that you can every day.